how did the name Elbo Patties come to be?
So it's a love letter actually to my partner. It's the first two letters of our last names. So I'm Boreland, B-O, and then he's L, B-O. Wait, E-L-B-O.
It's okay.
Yeah,
This isn't a spelling competition.
So I'm a cook.
I'm here in East Van at Coho Commissary Kitchen, where I'm going to meet up with Chris from Elbo Patties to talk all things pride and delicious Jamaican food. Let's go. Oh, there they are. Hi. Nice to see you.
Too.
Shall we?
Come on in.
All right.
So this is my main table. This is where all the magic happens. This is where we make all the beautiful patties. Here at Coho, it's a shared kitchen.
Yeah.
So there's about 50 plus companies in here.
Yeah.
Some of them are meal prep companies or ghost kitchens. Yeah, and then you have me, just here randomly throughout the night and in the mornings.
What's the origin story? Tell us how you got started.
Elbo Patties started from just a day of playing around the kitchen with my partner.
Yeah.
I worked in culinary my whole life, and I worked in gas town making empanadas nonstop. I woke up one morning and I was just like, okay, I kind of want to do something different. I want to start my own business. So playing around the kitchen with my partner, I made empanadas. I was like, this is very similar to a patty, which I absolutely love.
Yeah.
So called my mother, did some research, ended up playing around some more, made some patties, gave it to my industry friends. They absolutely loved it.
Great.
Became like their staff meal. And then from there, word of mouth started to grow. And I was like, okay, I kind of make some money off this. A little talent that I have, and here we are.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Is there some of your mother's recipe in the Jamaican patties that you make?
No.
No, absolutely not. What prompted you to want to make queerness be a part of Elbo Patties?
I wanted to really have a path of my own, really not knowing where to go, what to do, not seeing myself out there, especially in Caribbean food and queer spaces. The two of them, they don't really mesh. So it's just like, for myself, it was important for me to have that voice of the diaspora, but also have that voice of my queer identity and have that merge the best they can through this brand.
So tell me a little bit about what we're looking at here.
Yes, so we have our patty dough, which what makes our patty dough different is we don't use any butter.
Okay.
We just use vegetable shortening, so that does make all our doughs completely vegan.
This is really a proprietary dough.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yes.
love it.
TV magic, these were cut this morning from the dough that I had made 2 days ago.
Oh, fantastic. And then we've got some filling here, it looks like.
Yes, so we're going to go with our classic spicy beef.
Oh, yum.
Yeah.
I don't cook. Pretend you're talking to a 5-year-old.
I got you. Okay. I make sure there's no sharp tools, so we're good.
Okay, so nice even scoop, kind of like that.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Halfway around, kind of like that.
You got it?
Okay. And then fold. And then you did like an interesting technique, but I'm not that talented. So we're just gonna do one of these. And then you do a little fork.
And then our sharpest tool. There you go. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Just do. And then you like to pick it up and stretch it out.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
That's
that,
perfect.
That looks okay?
That was great.
Okay, I did it.
You did it.
Look at that. Thank you.
Especially a patty auntie.
Yay.
Cool.
I'm
I'll grab
actually
some
legitimately
napkins.
very hungry. Oh my God. This is so good. You can really taste the curry in the dough. And the filling. Oh my God.
Yeah, thank you.
So what were some of the challenges of starting a small business?
In the beginning, it was very challenging. It was scary because it was hard, I guess, even navigating that language on what my product was, why it is, and why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But now it's gone a lot easier as there's been a surge of Caribbean folks coming to the city, and I've made a lot of great connections, even working in here and just kind of bouncing off ideas and absorbing knowledge from those that have been doing it for a very long time, like my close friend Asha of Kula Kitchen.
Yeah.
I call her my mentor. I don't know if she likes that I do that, but she is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because any questions I have, I'm like, Asha, is this the right decision to go this way, that way? Like, what would you do? Because we technically started around the same time, but she has this persuasion and this way of really navigating business that I just really admire. So I just go to Asha for that, and it's definitely helped in the growth of this company.
The food industry can be quite misogynistic, like bro-y.
Yeah.
How have you found your place in that?
Honestly, I haven't found that yet. And that's kind of another reason why Elbo was started. I was never really comfortable in those spaces. I never really could be myself in those spaces. And when I started Elbo, I felt free to just express myself as I wanted to, as scary as it was, but then to kind of see how community, queer and those outside of it, resonated with how I presented myself, how I spoke, how I delivered Elbo to them, really gave me that encouragement and that drive. That's where it kind of clicked in, if you will, where I'm not going to see that, so I have to become that. I'm trying my best to do the work and I guess taking those hard hits, so those that are following in my footsteps, I will take the brunt of it. Not in the sense that I'm going to protect them like my parents did. You know, I've had conversations with other queer kids that are coming up in the food industry, and I'm telling them my honest truth as well. I guess kind of like how my mother was, but not so much where it's like, don't do it.
Right.
It's like, just heed warning, and if you do need any support, I'm here. I remind myself that I may not always have the right words to say, but a lot of the work is just showing up and being present.
Having your heart in the right place.
Yeah, so I try to show up, be present, and show up as my most genuine self.
The term Afroqueer appears on your social media semi-regularly. What is Afroqueer? What does it mean to you?
So Afroqueer is a collective of, queer folks of the diaspora. So myself and two of my colleagues, we started Afroqueer 4 years ago. There was that need of having a space of Black queerness celebrating our music, because even in Caribbean music, it can be fairly homophobic. So we're very selective about who the DJs are, what we play, but creating that safe space for those under the Afro-queer umbrella.
So it's a series of events.
Series of events, yeah, that we do twice a year for Pride and for Christmas.
Why is it so important for queer Black folks in Vancouver to have these safe spaces?
I can speak from my own experiences.
Sure.
Going out and just trying to have a good time, but always being interrupted by either prying eyes or touch. And it wasn't even like a touch on the shoulder. It was like a grab of aggression, or they wanted my attention, or they wanted something of me, a very like an energy draining type thing. You know, you turn around like, oh, where are you from? But like, where are you really from?
Right.
Are you visiting? When it's just like, you know, 3 Black folks on the line. We wanted Afroqueer to just be that space where you could come and just, again, be free without the social stress of the prying eye.
What's the future of Elbo Patties?
This, space is, I'm growing out of it very quickly. So something a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Maybe this, but it's just all mine.
That's a great goal to have.
But on the smaller scale, and like the 6-month scale, food truck.
You're gonna do a food truck?
I'm working on getting a food
Yay.
truck. Yeah, your first one. I said yeah.
Can that be on camera?
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Hold me to it. Once
I guess you wouldn't have
it's
said
out
it if it
there,
was,
then I
yeah.
have to do it, right?
Absolutely. That's a different kind of manifesting. That's like holding myself accountable kind of manifesting. Yeah. Okay, great. And where can people find your lovely, delicious patties?
Yeah. So if you want to meet me, you can just go to my website, elbopatties.com. You can buy them there, or you can get them at Rise Up.
The bakery.
The bakery, yeah.
Yes. Is there like a list of the businesses on your website too?
Yes.
Okay, fabulous.
Yeah.
Elbopatties.com.
Got it.
No W.
It's not a typo. It's just, my love letter, like I said.
Yes, absolutely.